Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I've been thinking about the freedom that relics provide. Now before you jump down my throat and be like, oh, it's totally free, it's pay to play and pay to win and all that other crap, you're right. I 100% agree with you, and relics are a bit frustrating the way they were rolled out, but I'm not going to get into that. I, as an aggressive minnow who spends, I don't know, $20 maybe a month, am not going to be the person, the focus that relics are going after. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to prepare the other characters that I can unlock, right? And these are characters that a lot of people have kind of avoided because they've chased the meta. I saw this post on Reddit, and it showed Visas Mar, and it said second G13, the game is better when you get your favorite characters and not chasing any meta. Now that's a belief, that's an opinion I 100% buy into. I am a collector, I've said that from the beginning. I love collecting different characters. Some of my favorite TOONS to play, some of my favorite teams to play are not meta-defining teams. Now, the teams that I like are definitely good teams, and maybe have had their moment in the sun, but they are not the teams that dominate the arena, the Galactic Arena Championship, really many areas of the game. I've broken this down into the 3 categories that I'm personally going to go after, and the categories that I recommend that you pursue as well. First and foremost, guys, is the future of the game. Resistance and First Order. Now, right now, we have some pretty solid Resistance characters, and that's awesome. I really do enjoy Resistance. I love the fact that R2-D2 and C-3PO, that they're in everything that's light side. And there are definitely some characters that I want to see redone and remodeled. Obviously, Amilyn Holdo sucks. Now, the 2 characters, obviously, Amilyn Holdo and Rose Tico, I mean, a lot of people are going to be frustrated that I even mentioned this. But the fact is, they're going to be in episode... Well, Amilyn's not going to be in episode 9, but Rose very well might be. And if she is, her character and her kit might be changed, might be adjusted. The fact that we've seen very few characters added to this game from episode 8, I really think does this game a disservice. It does, and it does a growing fan base, because let's face it, the sequel trilogy is not fandomized by the same groups of fans that the prequel trilogies were, and then the originals were, obviously. Now, whether you like them or not, that's a debate for another video, but I think that we're going to be getting quite a few Resistance characters. But for the game, if you also look, the First Order, we don't have a ton of First Order characters. We have Phasma, who has like a grand total of like 20 minutes of screen time throughout the whole 2 films, and she's murdered in both of them. Will she come back in episode 9? Probably. And I don't know, maybe she'll be a Force Ghoster. I don't know. Hopefully she's just a janitor, or some mouse droid has taken her armor and made herself into like a mini mouse droid Phasma. I don't know, but we don't have a ton of First Order characters. And so right off the bat, I'm going to go through and gear up my First Order and my Resistance. Now, my specific teams aren't that far off, so I personally don't have a ton that I need to work on. Obviously, I need Amilyn Holdo. Obviously, I need Rose Tico. That was hard for me to say. I'm sorry. But there's a few others that might need to be leveled up or geared up. First Order, I'm a little higher with my First Order because there isn't a ton that aren't or haven't been useful at one point in time. And so like my First Order is okay. I definitely need to spend some final weeks gearing them up. But once I'm done with that, I am going to be focusing on my quality teams. Now, what's coming up? We obviously know that the light side Geonosian territory battle is soon to be released, TM. I don't think you should sacrifice preparing or really gearing up your dark side TOONS for an event that might not be coming in the next couple of months. Now, personally, what I'm doing is I'm also finishing off my Geonosians. I've got most of them to gear 11, if not Gear 12. That's gonna be my new stopping point, Gear 12. I'm only gonna take a certain handful to Gear 13, and then I'm only gonna take a certain handful with relics, because it just doesn't make sense right now. But I'm going to finish up my Geos and my Separatist, right? My Separatist and Geos, those are the two highest that are there. My clones, I'm only missing one clone, and that's Clone Sergeant Trooper, and I don't know. I really want to see an upgrade with him, and then I also want to see a change to Cody, but I don't think we'll see that anytime soon. It's really that 501st tag, or that awesome connection between Anakin and the clones, right? I think there's more coming. I don't rightly know. I'm excited to see it, but those are the next two factions that I'm going to be focusing on. Quality factions that are good, that I can have use of, that I might be able to pull in a later date, right? Finally, Imp Troopers, right? Simply because the Imperial Troopers are awesome, and I have not spent hardly any time gearing up that faction. I've said this before many times. I am a light side person. I love the light side. I love the Jedi. I love the Republic. Love the Rebellion. It hurts me sometimes to think that the Separatists really became the Rebellion, and that's a hard thing to swallow. But it is true and frustrating at the same time. But really, it's the Imperial Troopers are a great faction, and they're a team that does some great counters to a lot of other teams, and so that's something that I'm going to be focusing on, pending nothing major drops and I have to rethink my whole strategy. And then after that, I'm going to go into the fun category. I mean, the fun category is those characters that you love. For me, I'm not going to go after Visa Smar. Visa Smar wasn't a character that I was a huge fan of. I mean, she's got a great story. I like her abilities, but I'm not feeling it, right? I'm going to go after, and I'm going to finish my Scoundrel faction. I love the Scoundrels. I'm hoping they go somewhere different. I would love to see a Scoundrel heist, which would be like raid quality difficulty. That would be awesome, using your Scoundrels. Think about how many different Scoundrels they could add to the game. You could make Scoundrels and Bounty Hunters. There's a lot of potential there, and it would be great to use the Scoundrel. I mean, it would be awesome. It would be cool, and it would take the smaller heists and make them something so much better and different. Would love it. Now, there's also miscellaneous rebels that I have not gone after. I still don't have the Biggs and Wedge team, and because I'm a collector, I feel like I need that. They're not the best team right now, but they're still a really good team. They're still a really good duo. And, if I get them to Gear 12, put some decent mods on them, I think I'll be pretty happy. Same thing with, I've got a few Rogue One characters that I've missed out on, and one or two Phoenix members that I'm still looking to really do some great work for. Two other factions that I personally am going to look at in like my fun squad area is the Jawas and Wampa. And again, to jump back to the beginning of this video, relics really have given us a lot of freedom, because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, I've got to chase this. Well, here's the thing. There will be people who chase the meta, and I get that. And it's a solid idea, but it's expensive. So I want to have quality teams, and I want to have fun teams. I want to have characters that I want to go after. It doesn't make sense to play this game if I don't like the characters that I'm with. And like, for those of you who've tuned into some of my live streams lately, they've been terrible, but it's been fun because I've put up teams that I've wanted to see how they do. Now, when it comes to the point when we actually start to get battle reports from Galactic, War or Territory Battle or Territory War, whatever, I think it'll be interesting to see how some of those lesser used characters, lesser used teams actually function, and how maybe a tweak here or there might be able to make some of those formerly meta teams, Biggs and Wedge, awesome again. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to playing around with that, and I'm looking forward to seeing with that. I know that there's a lot of hate out there for relics. I am curious to know what you guys think of the relics. Are you excited? What are you doing? Are you going after relics? Are you gearing up the characters that you want? What is your game plan from here on out? Let me know. Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. If you want to support the channel, you can do so with Patreon. In the section below, there's a free Audible book. There's 2 free Audible books that you can sign up for. You just try out a 1-month subscription to free Audible, and you get 2 free books. They're yours, even if you quit before the month's out. It's great. The Star Wars books are phenomenal, guys, and I highly recommend them. But let me know what you think. First and foremost, tell me how you're going to approach this. I know that there's a lot of people out there who are just like, I'm out, I'm done. There's other people who are like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. For me, I'm a collector. And so I know that I'm not going to go after relics because I don't have the time and ambition. So I'm just going to collect what I want to collect. And it's kind of a freeing thing. So how are you approaching this? Like, subscribe, share. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. As always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.